Hello and welcome back to Gas Buteo Tabletop Football. I've been cracking on with some of the stadium redevelopment, and I just thought I'd share a couple of things with you so you know what's going on. Now, if I move the camera up a bit, as usual with these ones, there's going to be a bit of camera movement. If you remember last time, I was tidying up some of the tarmac that had become damaged where I'd removed the fences from. Glad to report I've got a new bit of tarmac in that side there now, and the fence, although it's not yet glued down, it will glue along that edge. And then over the other side here, where there's another bit of fence, there is also another nice clean new bit of tarmac. So the reason I wanted to change them bits is because they're going to be slightly visible on the edge. Now what I've also done behind the goal, you see I put a bit of timber, a little ridge there. Let me show you the profile of that so you know exactly what it is. And it overlaps. Now how that is connected, I will show you if we go underneath. Basically there's a bit of board screwed in and that rests on the top. All that was a bit of scrap wood. It's actually the top of a fence post, I think, a fence panel. And that was already stuck on. So I just put some more supporting screws in, sanded it down a bit, and that is where the Thatcher's terrace is going to rest, so it gives us a bit more space behind the goal. Now that, in fact, is something I'm going to do now. So I'm going to plonk you down there for a moment. Get the old Thatcher's terrace. Put it on its new tarmac up against that back ridge so it doesn't fall off. And that's what we're going to be looking at for that. So that's the way that's going to work from now on. Obviously putting that ridge in, it just gives an extra, what's that, probably a bit less than 2 inches, inch and a quarter space, so that when it's all tidied up again, we're playing some actual games of football. Don't know if you can see that goal there. Let me turn that round. Yeah, I think you can just about see it. Also I can reach down. There's actually quite a lot of space for getting to the goal there. So that's just giving that extra little bit of clearance. One thing I am concerned about is firing shots into this crowd, whether the fans may get damaged if a shot not on target goes flying past the goal at high speed. But what I'm going to do is put some of the security barrier fencing, so that'll stop low shots. And if it becomes a big problem, I might have to find some netting to attach there. It won't look very realistic, but it'll save all the fans getting damaged. Now, you may notice as well that over the last year, since I've had the Thatcher stand up, it's become a little bit dusty, a little bit dirty in there. So some point in the future, we're going to have a bit of a clean up of that. I think we'll get everything in place first, work out what we're doing with this new stand over in the corner, which is going to be over there. Obviously, this will be out the way because it's currently on the pitch. So this blue and white stand is going to go over there, which I could actually put in. In fact, I'll do that now so we know where we are. Just bear with me. So there was a bit of damage to the tarmac on this side, but it's going to be covered up, so it's not so much an issue. But we can move this out of the way now. And I'm toying with the idea of putting a back runner on here as well. So this stand will hang over in a similar fashion and just give it a bit of extra room there. And it's sort of coming together now. So now we've got them bits tidied up. Frees up that space there. That fence isn't connected yet. It's all super glued together, this. But we'll work out what we're going to do and then cut this fence to fit around the edges somewhere and see where we're going with that. Now, also, a bit of a sort of, I guess, an update for the channel, which is you may be of interest in. For a long time, I was filming all these little videos on my old phone, which was a lovely Cat S41 phone. Unfortunately, it was very old and it died and I got a new phone. And what I used to do is get a bit creative with how I supported that camera. Now I'm just having a behind where you are. I'm just having a quick look around, see if I can see some of the tools I used. So, one of them was this block of wood, and I basically cut a channel in it, and I used to either rest the camera on that face or wedge it in that groove. All top stuff around here. Another thing which you've probably seen in the background quite a number of times is the phone is in a little sort of foam, three-legged, flexible stand at the minute. And if I want to get high shots, I used to wedge the legs into these Jim Beam bottles. Jim Beam does not sponsor this channel at all in any way, shape or form. These are merely bottles that I've used. So as you can see, very high-tech equipment. Now the reason I'm telling you that is because this is no more high-tech equipment. I'm taking all that away, getting rid of it, and I've invested in something which should be better for you, the viewer. So I've got this very fancy little device here with a microphone on it. So future videos should be better quality sound. There's a bit of light on there as well, so it should even up some of the light. I know sometimes I'm stood in the corner over there and I've got shadows on me. These things are not lost on me. So, you know, I just wanted to sort of share that with you so that you know the video and sound quality may improve from here on in. No more wooden blocks and empty bottles of bourbon. Instead, almost semi-professional equipment. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. If you notice any improvements in the sound quality, then, you know, do comment below as it happens. But as it stands, we've got the Thatcher's End in place. Next step on the old stadium redevelopment. And we can now crack on with this corner piece and work out what it is we're going to do. Anyway, until then, up the gas.